It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here now, 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football. I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Up the sideline, past midfield. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Once again, it's Walker. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring their tight end right. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Desperados will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. He's inside the 35. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for Vegas. That goes for 58. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get this only to about the 10. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Etienne. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. Finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Raiders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This fielded at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 77 yards for the touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. In motion, it's Waddle. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's 3rd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. 10-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. First and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he will get into the end zone. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first and 10, here comes Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They put Pickens in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
A 48-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Desperados going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes ETN running to the left. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And